Well, it's that time of the year. Got a lot of folks traveling, a lot of deer moving around, a lot of hunting going on, and you might be wondering, what can I do to keep those deer away from the road and away from my plants in that garden? Well, let me introduce you to somebody who knows a thing or two about that. That's Dr. James Johnson. Hey, Doc.
How's it going, Nick?
I'm doing great. You might remember Dr. Johnson from our mobile chicken coop segment, which was super popular. Very, very cool stuff. But today I want to talk about deer vision a little bit, and we're looking at this fence. 2 strands of a fence, not super sophisticated, not made out of wood, made out of some pieces of cloth. What about this works? What about this throws deer off?
Absolutely. So when you see a fence like this, you might think to yourself, I know deer can jump higher than this. I know deer can jump further than this. But if we get down at the eye level of a deer and we think about them approaching this for the first time, they're going to see this tape fence here. And they're curious animals, so they're probably going to walk up to it and they're going to put their nose on it and they're going to get a shock.
So it is electrified.
It is electrified.
Okay.
Yep. And so now you've got this impediment and you've taught the deer to respect this fence, and they're not going to want to interact with it or get entangled in it. But it's also 3-dimensional, like you mentioned. It's offset. And so the idea of a deer is not going to be able to figure out how to jump between it without getting shocked. And he's not going to be able to jump all the way because of the depth perception issue there.
Like they can't go over it, can't go through it, can't go around it, that whole Big Bear Hunt song. Yeah. So they can't go over it, they can't jump this whole thing. So you've got this other strand. And you've got this flagging the homeowner has on that. Is that so that the homeowner doesn't walk into this?
Well, that's one good reason. That could absolutely be it. Yep. But the blue tape here is purposeful. And we know from deer research, deer vision research, that deer see best in the blue light spectrum. And so this is a visual cue for deer. It's also going to wave in the wind, and so they're going to see that, and it's going to spook them a little bit. It's all very purposefully designed so that they're going to have that depth perception, and they're not going to be able to clear it, and they know that they're going to get shocked if they do touch it.
And we're going to talk more about deer research a little bit later, but a pretty good idea here going on right now. What I want to do next, James, is I want to talk to the homeowner about putting this in, maintaining this, and some of the things to consider. So let's go there next. Well, what you're looking at there is the foundation of this deer fence on this homeowner's property. And let me introduce you to the homeowner so you don't think we're out here trespassing. It's actually a friend of the show over the years, Dr. Chris Irwin. Good to see you, Doc.
Hello, Nick.
Oh, man. Over the years, if you've been watching Ranger Nick, you recognize Dr. Irwin of the Warnell School of Forestry and Natural Resources. And Doc, I want to talk with you. You are the homeowner of this installation. Talk to us about the materials that it took to put this special deer fence in.
Yeah, gladly, Nick. My wife and I decided that we were going to go with the easy job.
Okay.
T-post and fiberglass step-in post, and then also the mesh tape. This is 1/2-inch mesh tape.
Okay.
And some and wire over on this side just to be another visual cue. And so this material is easy. It stretches, and if a limb falls on it and breaks it, you can just tie it back together.
That's what's so cool. Imagine tying a knot in the fence as opposed to a metal wire that you've got to stretch and put in wooden corner posts.
That's right, Nick. That high tensile wire is a real difficult maintenance issue because if you have a break, you have to re-stretch a wire. So, and the wooden posts are a lot of work to put in and keep maintained.
Now talk to us about maintaining this. The trees above it, if a limb falls on this, what are you doing?
So we check it daily, and it's 1,600 feet total length. So it's a nice little bit of exercise to walk it, but keeping limbs off of it, keeping grass away from it. You can see it's nice and clean. I have used herbicide to clear any vegetation out.
Good.
And also the limbs, we tried to keep tree limbs pruned up as well. So we've removed several trees.
And the thing is, not only the limbs hitting this thing and potentially breaking the cord, but also shorting it out.
That's a big one.
With the electricity running through it. This is so interesting. So what I want to do next is I want to talk about the science behind all this and the future of deer research, and introduce you to a deer researcher who's devoted his career to understanding how deer see. So let's go there next. Well, the future and history of deer research is something that's very important to discuss as we wrap this up today. And let me introduce you to a giant of that work, and that's Dr. Carl Miller. Doc, thanks so much.
Good to see you.
It's so good to be with you today. 34 years in the Warnell School of Forestry and Natural Resources as a deer biologist. Got to ask you, over that time, where did we start? What's the history of deer research been for us?
At Georgia, you know, we've done an awful lot of deer research, but one of the primary things we focus on is deer sensory perception. And one aspect of that is deer vision. We've done most of the deer work on deer vision that's been done. And all of this has been done with an application towards some type of management issue. So, we've looked at deer visual acuity, deer color vision, and so forth, and we found some really fascinating things that a lot of people don't realize that when a deer is seeing the world, it sees the world so much differently than we do. They perceive their environment so much different. So that's why it's important to do the research to develop things that's particular, like deterrence for gardens and roadsides and so on.
Think about the amount of money that's tied up in a beautiful garden like this, and you want to keep that wildlife out of there in a humane way and also a visually appealing way. These fences are very conspicuous in the landscape.
Right, and to think how many places we have suburban deer populations where landowners would love to have something like this.
Sure.
But because of the cost of fencing, it's just almost impossible to do. But looking at something that's economical but also built on a deer's sensory perception, that's a really neat opportunity.
Absolutely. Now, where are we going from here? What's the future, next 5 years look like in deer research?
Well, you know, I've retired, but we left Warnell in very capable hands with Dr. Gino D'Angelo, who's doing a lot of carrying on some of that work as well. He's got graduate students working on deer vision, all again with an applied aspect to it.
That's so interesting. And folks at home, this is something to continue researching online and look it up. I got to tell you, Dr. Miller, it's such a pleasure to have you on with us.
Oh, thank you.
A real giant in the field here. We've had so many deer friends on the segment with us today. Isn't that good? So I got to give a shout out to Dr. Johnson and Dr. Irwin, who is about to retire at the end of this year, and a big thanks to him and his friendship over the year. Y'all know what to do. Keep looking into deer online and what you can do to keep them out of your gardens. Until next time, for the Farm Monitor, as I always say, I'm Ranger Nick, reminding you that enthusiasm is contagious. So pass it on. Y'all, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you right back here this time next month. See ya.